This is Unit 1, Lesson 6. We are going to construct parallel lines by copying an angle. So we want to construct a parallel line to Q through point P. So the line will be parallel to Q. Our first step is to draw a transversal, or a line that goes through both point P and line Q. So there's our transversal. What we're going to do now is we're going to use your favorite construction and we're going to copy the angle. So we're going to put our compass on the vertex formed by the transversal in line Q, and we're going to make our first arc for copying the angle. We will transfer our compass up to point P and again make a nice big arc. So now our step is to measure the opening of the angle that we made with line Q. And I'm going to slide my compass up the transversal and make that same measurement where the arc that I made in blue intersects the transversal. So now I have two arcs that intersect, and we know that there we can put a point. And we know that we need a minimum of 2 points to make a line. And there is my line that is parallel to Q that passes through point P. And that is the video for copying an angle. You can pause the video here and go to the practice question and then come back and restart the video or press play again to see the solution to the practice. Alright, so I'm going to go over the practice problem for using the copy the angle method for making a parallel line. So we want a line parallel to AB that passes through point Q. So your first step is to draw a transversal that goes through point Q and passes through AB. I'm now going to copy the angle. So I put my compass on the vertex of the transversal and AB and make an arc that goes through both. I'm going to slide my compass up to point Q, and again make an arc that's nice and big. I'm going to use my compass to measure the opening of the first arc that I made down here. So from where this arc intersects AB to where this line intersects my transversal, and I'm going to slide my compass up the transversal. And again, I want those two arcs to intersect. I don't need it to intersect at the transversal. I already have a point there. I need another point, which should be relatively close to Q. Where I have 2 points, I can put a line. And let's see, they wanted us to label this parallel line T. So here's T, and if I wanted to indicate that these are parallel, again, we can use our parallel symbol, which is the arrow on each of them. And that concludes the example of constructing a parallel line through point Q parallel to AB using the copy the angle method.